transfer the data from one computer to another computer, we need the IP. So the packet is a sequence of bits. We agree that. So what is the sequence of bits stands here? For example, you want to send only 1,000 rupees from here to your friend. Okay. Instead of sending 1,000 rupees, only 2 zeros or 3 zeros added with your packet. What will happen? It's a good communication or bad communication? Bad communication. So packet is more important here also. And route, finding the route. So you are having the information, you convert the information as a packet. So packet is flagged to which layer, sir? In YSL layer. So YSL is a 7-layer concept is there. Physical, data, network. So 7 layers there. Packet belongs to which layer, sir? So bit is related to physical layer, frame is related with the data link layer, ultimately packet related with the network. So if it is related with the network layer, the packet should be routed. If it should be routed, then we have the data called the router, okay, for our kind information. Then TCP, transmission control protocol. So the concept, the main concept is that connection oriented communication. So before you send the information from end to end, one end to end, it should be connection established should be done. What's the purpose of making the connection oriented or connection establishment? What's the purpose of making connection oriented? By the three-way handshake. This is the method. So first is the sender, then listener. This is the first step. One information sync, that the information sent to sender to receiver. After getting the information, it will intimate that I got that information and I will add another acknowledgement. The acknowledgement and sync information is sent back to the sender. After getting the combination of the two information, it will send back to receiver. This is the three-way handshake. After that only the data packets are exchanged. This is the first step of connection establishment. The three steps: sync, acknowledgement, and then after acknowledgement. Okay. Then UDP. What's the UDP? Use the datagram protocol. Is the expansion. What's the difference between the TCP and UDP? This is the connection oriented, is the connectionless. Okay. Which is the best protocol? TCP is the best protocol. Then why we have the UDP? Where ultimately all the situation where doesn't need of getting the acknowledgement. For example, you are seeing the online live telecast. There is any need of the acknowledgement? No. It's just broadcasting information. So suppose you want to send a paisa or a fax something, then there is a need of acknowledgement. Yes, because it's a text message. It should be verified before delivered. So there is a situation there. Suppose connection oriented, there is a acknowledgement oriented information is exchanged. There is a getting the acknowledgement is here. It will reduce the efficiency of the network. It's a time consuming one. At the live telecast, something for example, live telecast, there is no need of getting the acknowledgement. It will deliver to the destination. That time we give the UDP. One example of the UDP is the DNS, domain name server. Getting the domain name server with the help of the UDP. Okay, just note it, this information link, because it will be useful when you write the IES examination. DNS. So when the DNS will be requested from the client to server? at the time of, okay, how you can with a command, suppose I want to know the DNS of some IP, can you give the example of command to get the information of the DNS server? NS lookup is a command, sir. NS lookup. That command will display this type of information. Another command, normal command, ping command. Ping command, suppose you are typing ping space some IP address, it will give the DNS. Shall I go next slide? There is a difference between the UDP and TCP. First, this one is a TCP connection. It's a connection oriented. So, if it's not get the acknowledgement, the receiver says that is a data is corrupted to resend the information. On UDP, it's a connection less info, so there is no need of establishment giving the acknowledgement. For your pen information, this is the three-way handshake. You are asking about the hacking. Some person is asking about the hacking. So, as a network security point of view, this is a secured one, but you can make it as an unsecured one with the removing the getting the acknowledgement. Yeah. So, suppose you are stripping the acknowledgement, the sender or receiver not aware the connection is fulfilled. It will just sending a sync or acknowledgement something. Okay. On SMTP, Simple Mail Transfer Protocol. What's the purpose of SMTP? From the server to? Okay, simple mail. Okay, it's only sending the mail only. Can we add something there with the mail? Okay, suppose I want to attach some Adobe document or some other document or some other my image or my songs. It is possible. There is the post office protocol. So can say MIME is there. Okay. Here FTP, file transfer protocol. Ultimately, you can transfer the file from one end to another end. The FTP can be done with which port, sir? Any port. So each and every application are binded with the particular port. For example, you want to transmit the Oracle, you want to access the Oracle data. That's also binded with some port. You can't use the any other port which was defined by the RF system. It was not defined by the RF system. So connection establishment with the help of the FTP commands, it will replay and it will deliver the data. So it can be active or passive. So here you can find the difference. Active FTP means that it will use the 20 and 21 port. The passive FTP means it can give the request via the 21 and get the information the high port. What's a high port? Greater than 1024 port. You cannot use the below 1024 port. Greater than 1024 port, you can use that with a passive FTP. Okay. For example, you are going to install some antivirus system. Some antivirus system prevent these ports. That time you can use a passive FTP also. The difference between active and passive FTP. In passive FTP, you can use a 1024 plus port to make the communication. Is it similar with the HTTP or not? What's the difference? Okay, what's the normal HTTP transmission? This is a text information only. Here, text or application or some other. So, we can't add the application within our mail. Is this so or not? Why? What's the reason? And RDXFT cannot be as an attachment. We cannot send as an attachment. What's the reason, sir? Not only that normally the transmission at the server side, there's a firewall and some hardware is there. It will read the executable file. It will execute analysis support something there. So that time it should be eliminated, should be prevented. So they are preventing. So that time you can use the FTP. So FTP is a binary mode or auto mode is there. So your information is converted into that format. It will transmit it from here to server. And telnet. So telnet, you execute the command from one end to from here to that. For example, you are working in Microsoft. You are coming for a holiday, but that time you have to work from home. So that can be possible via the remote end activity only via the telnet. Okay. So the telnet, for example, I am mentioning here the TeamViewer. Can you have the experience of the TeamViewer? What is the purpose of the TeamViewer? Okay. How the connection can be established? What the information are transmitted at the time of the establishment, at the time of the working. Another information for the TeamViewer experience in the another. Okay? Okay, IP address, session, password at the time of the establishment, the connection. After that, okay, so it will send the information. What kind of information? Each and every your screen activity. So it will capture the screen. It will send it to the users. So XY include the XY coordinate of your mouse also. Okay. So in the telnet, if it is a Windows or some other operating system PC, with the help of the TCP/IP only. So all the time you can establish the connection, you can send the mail. Only the backbone connectivity should be TCP/IP only. Okay. So at the remote ends, maybe mainframe or some Unix server, some other. So only thing is that so the connection establishment via the telnet with the help of the command which is available only dedicated for the telnet applications. Yeah, HTTP, simple hypertext protocol, the TCP based one. Okay, the HTTP request and response is here. And now, ultimately we come HTTPS, which is the secured one. It's first introduced by the Netscape only, not by the IE. Okay, today we are using the HTTPS. How we can differentiate the HTTP and HTTPS pages? So previously, some 10 minutes before I asked the question, HTTP youtube.com is similar with the HTTPS youtube.com or not? Definitely not. Then what's the difference? It's pointing to the different server. How? This is the way. Key. Then what's the key? Okay, suppose your BIOS battery is vanished. So your system data type is changed. At that time, can you log into the Gmail account? It can't be possible. What's the reason? What's the need of this time signature? What he will get the information from you only setting the correct time? Is there any information is passed as a time frame? There is nothing happened there about the time. But he not allowed at the time, suppose your time is not in his time. So he will prevent that the connection. The reason is that this type of secure communication. So digital certificate is the concept is that each and every time it will update the distance certificate from the server to client PC. It will verify the client PC distance certificate along with the copy which is available to the server. Then only allow to establish the connection. Suppose your BIOS time is gone, your date and time is previous one. It will refer that the distance certificate is the previous oldest one, so it will not allow to make the connection. So, like the way in HTTPS, the exchanging of the private and public key, we can make a secure connection like this way. Okay. For example, suppose you are sending the credit card password or something that from one end to another end, the hacker may hack the information, but he will not get the unencrypted. It's a original word which was transferred from one end to another. Here, my pass the word and destination, it will encrypt at the source and decrypt at the destination. But intermediate that the hacker get the information which was converted as an encrypted one, but he cannot decrypt because he is not having the key. So the key he cannot. Okay, here we will discuss some security information. What's the word tunnel means? Tunneling. Tunneling. Tunneling is the secured connection. So, for example, I want to launch something, so I should get a digital certificate. So, cost of the digital certificate is low. So each and everyone cannot get the digital certificate. So that time, but I want to establish the connection is a secure one. So tunnel is a protocol. The concept is that. So with the help of the tunnel, I can create a secure path. Inside the tunnel, I can use a very less secure protocol. So for example, control banking, control internet banking. So they are like the tunneling. So that time, that window you cannot make any activity. Secure connection, that I import the information like the credit card number. After that, we pass to the server with the help of this one, SSL and TLS. What is the SSL? These are the. Do you familiar with the RSA algorithm? I think so. The next semester you will be familiar with that network security. RSA algorithms are the combination of these things. You can match the secure connections. So the first step, initiating the TCP via the TCP, the TLS connection. Like the first step, acknowledgement establishment, sync acknowledgement establishment. Here also in the HTTPS, the same over TCP, TLS handshake with the server from the client. That time the server will exchange the keys, key information. By having the key, you are having the information. With the help of the key, you encrypt the information and send back to the server. Okay. Now in addition that the certificate is the certificate which can be used to verify the connection. Suppose that certificate which is available in the SBA is similar to the Canara Bank. No, definitely not. It's a different one. So that time, some hacker, with the help of some hacking methodology, he will bypass the connection. So he will get the information, but he cannot decrypt because he is not having a valid certificate. Is the bypassing connection? What's the name? Technical word for the bypassing the connection? Spoofing. IP spoofing is the concept. So that attack is called the man-in-middle attack. Okay. So a man-in-middle attack is familiar with any network because your packet not transferred from point-to-point communication because it's transferred from one end to via some other routers or via some open source also. So open method like that, wireless communication also. Anyone can track your packet. So this is a man-in-middle attack concept that you can hide your packet with the help of TLS and SSL and SSL certificate. In addition that 443, the code which is belongs to HTTPS. Okay. So just note down RSA encryption, the meaning of the RSA. So only the combination of the three persons may. be also there. Maybe a question may be available. Some competitive examination or some interview panel. Normally, 443 we may call it say 8443 also. Like the 80 ports which is planned for HTTP HTTP, and we call the 80 port as a simply 80. Shall I go explain? Just go through the slide. MI. So this is the previously we have discussed like that. Not only the text, we can add some other format which can be paired with our mail. MI multi-purpose internet mail extension. Some on JPEG, all the information can be added with our mail. We can send with the help of the mail. If you want, then you can take this information. HTTP used by the 80 port, hex HTTPS 443, and in FTP 20 port for the data, 21 port for the control. On SMTP, simple mail transfer, then we can use the 26 port. So port is more important because each and every activity should be binded with the port. Suppose I am typing HTTP, the browser means that I am going to make the activity of the 80 port, not the 443 port. My information, suppose I am typing https://youtube.com, something that my information routed to the 443 port only, not the 80 port. Okay, suppose I have the online transaction in the HTTP format. What will happen? Instead of HTTPS, HTTP format, I'm just typing username, password, credit card number, something. What will happen? It will transmit as a plain text format. The plain text can be trapped, can be read. Okay. Then, if it is encrypted with the help of the HTTPS, it cannot be used. So, DNS activity, domain name server requesting activity is only the 53 port. Suppose I am converting this PC as a DNS server. I have the DNS active only 53 port only. What's the purpose of POP3? Post office protocol. What's the post office protocol? Mail. Ultimately, it's related to mail only. What's the purpose of Outlook Express? It's an application. Okay. Right? Okay. What's the difference between the normal Gmail and the Outlook Express? Mail. Mail back, okay, mail back. So in Gmail also you are having the inbox. It's also back. Okay. I will ask the one question. Please understand my question. Can you read your some other mail account except the Gmail account? In Outlook, can it be possible or not? How is you can make the configuration? This is POP3. Multiple. So POP3 for Gmail is different, and POP3 address for the credit is different. But the Outlook Express you can configure as a POP3 for the Gmail, Yahoo, Reddit, something that time your software will retrieve the information. That is, you need not to log in the browser. This is available for the Gmail. All the information derived from the server will tag in the system. So, do you have any question regarding this or two sessions? This is an error. No, it's an error. These are the errors. Suppose we are making the activity, your server may not be responding. For example, I am going to make this RWPC as the web server. So there is a difference in the hardware resource something there. So request of response. For example, it can support only 10 requests of response. At the 11th request will be in the error. Therefore, not for it. At the time of result, something there. So this is a supercomputer. Maybe supercomputer has other functions there, but the code is limited one. This is limited one. Okay. Okay. In this topic, we have many questions. Because this is the basic topic. After that only we are jumped in. We are going to jump in the real web technology. Okay. This is the pre-basic. Yes. Again. Secure connection. That's all. Tunnel was another concept. Secure concept example. Tunnel வந்து application base பண்ணியோ இல்ல browser base பண்ணியோ ஒரு wall create பண்ணுவோம். அதுக்குள்ள நார்மல் ப்ரோட்டோகால் அதுதான் நார்மல் யூஸ் பண்ணோம்னா வயர்லெஸ் கம்யூனிகேஷன். அப்போ ஒரு டனல் கிரியேட் பண்ணி உங்க பேக்கெட் அதுக்குள்ள போட்டு அனுப்பிச்சோம்னா வேற யாரும் அந்த டனல் போடுறாங்க. So the name of the tunnel is none of the person can be entered without the access. Like you here with the normal here, for example, HTTP. We are having some system in the network. Your system was prevented by some firewall. That firewall has a policy. That policy is given by the HTTP. So at the time you cannot enter HTTP into the browser. But instead of that, you can pair only HTTPS into that way you can overcome the firewall. So other than the question, can into one or Shall we go to the next part? You want to give some rest? Yes, sir. Okay, these are the common group of the technologies. Listed area here. Particularly HTML, XHTML, CSS, XML, JavaScript. Okay. Which technology is best or better one? PHP, SQL then. Okay. From the basic canvas we can go or we can see one by one. Okay, what is HTML? So the purpose of the HTML, it has the tags. The tags give the instruction to the browser how to display the information in the page. Okay. This is a simple text editor. With the help of the simple text editor, you can enter this type of tag and information. What's the difference between the HTML tag and the header? Okay. What's the purpose of head to open and head to close? So your information is you are back in the bracket. This is start end, this is the end end. This is the basic text format, is the HTML. And version. So HTML5 is the latest version. XHTML. This is similar like that HTTP and HTTPS, just adding the yes or not. So it's not similar. In XHTML is the combination of two things. One is the XML, another one. Okay. So extensible hypertext markup language. Okay. For the hypertext markup language, what's the meaning of a markup language? So this is the HTML code. The similar with the HTML code, how you can differentiate just see the code is a HTML code and HTML code. They will mention that is a HTML something that W3 is code. They will W3 they will mention that is the it flags the HTML code. So latest version okay. The purpose of XHTML is that adding the power of XML to the page. Manipulation of XML. Manipulation. So manipulation of the data. Okay. So it's best suited for the mobile devices. So normally, suppose you are doing some activity in HTML format. If you want to see the HTML in your mobile device, it will not get a good appearance. So only with the help of the HTML you can get a good appearance because it will making the manipulation of the data. So HTML to display the data, XML to describe the data. Just note down automatically. So keep in automatically. So XML is a combination of the XML and HTML. XML to describe the data and HTML to display the data. So simply says that XHTML is nothing but the combination of HTML and the XML. So as a result, your documents are well formed. So because suppose you are just going to see some website. So only the appearance of the website only make the attraction to see the to go to the next level to the website. So attraction is more important. That attraction can be done with the help of coloring, formatting, texting, something that should be done with the help of that can be easily done with the help of the XHTML compared to the HTML. So this is the advantage. The easier one. It's a XSL ready, not XML ready. I'm not mentioning wrongly. It's a XSL ready. Okay, that is ready for feature. Then you can upgrade. Ready for feature with that you can be easily upgrade. The version can be easily upgraded. So it's easier to maintain that. So this is all points, key points. So all the things should be lowercase, and the attribute value should be quoted. You can differentiate. So just open the page with the help of the notepad. You can just see that if it is an attribute should be quoted. So all the other things should be in a predefined format. Then you can easily understand the programming flow. The programming flow is more important. Suppose you are going to become a software engineer, programming flow is more important because what's the key role of the software developer and some head of that project. What's the role? Okay, suppose you are writing some program. It contains 500 pages. After 2 years, can you read your own program? Can you imagine what the logic which behind your program? It can't be possible. For your own program, you cannot read the logic, you cannot understand logic. That time you need some commands. And for example, while loop should be formatted. Then the formation is more important. Okay, the key project manager should analyze that the program should be in a well-defined